That said, very soon we're going to talk about the Adolescent Treatment Summit happening right here in Yaoundé. That will be with the CBC. But right now it's time for these gentlemen to tell us more about these topics. For example, I have this question to ask you. What do you know about space-based technologies? Is this something you always hear happening out of Cameroon, out of Africa, and you feel like it's beyond our reach? Can Cameroon design and launch a space mission right here? Are you inquisitive? Do you want to know more about this? Well, we have some answers with Dr. Ifriky Tadadje. He's the CEO of Nano Satellite Mission Designs. You're welcome, Dr. Ifriky.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And right next to you, we have Pierre Ananfa Eponsime. He's the general manager of the ICT University. You are welcome.
The pleasure is mine, Patience.
Okay, before we talk about this, I really want to know about this. I'm sure Cameroonians too. Do you like football, gentlemen?
Of course.
Mm-hmm. No, Pierre's hesitant. Do you like football?
Most definitely. I'm not sure there's any Cameroonian who does not love football.
Are you serious? They are. They've come right here and said they're not interested in it. But then, apart from Cameroon, which other African country do you think has a chance at the Cup?
All of them.
All of them?
Yes.
Okay. Were you disappointed yesterday with the match pitting Senegal with the Netherlands?
The first one, it's going to get better.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that positivity. Now let's bring it on with this topic. Okay, so space-based technologies, what does that mean?
Well, in simple terms, suppose we have a problem on Earth.
Yes.
And the best way to solve it is to send technology to space.
Okay.
When you design this technology such that it will work in the environment of space, that is space-based technology, simply.
Okay, so we're going to get to the kind of problems that will require you to send something into space, but what is a nanosatellite space mission? What does that mean?
It is a space mission that involves a nanosatellite, but what is a nanosatellite?
Yes.
It is one of those space-based technologies that happens to be very small. You know, the size of a kumba bread.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Perfect example. Yes.
And that piece of technology of that small size has the ability to actually better the lives of Cameroonians on Earth.
So how can it better the lives of Cameroonians?
Well, I suppose it brings us to the question of what kinds of problems.
Exactly.
Well, you know, we have issues with optimizing agriculture. If you want to optimize agriculture for 1 month in one plantation, you don't need to go to space. If you want to optimize agriculture across the country for years, then it is important to be able to put a piece of technology in space that every day will give you information about optimizing agriculture. Agriculture is one example. We can look at optimizing urban planning. We can look at monitoring our wildlife. We can look at monitoring our forests. There's a number of things that you can do, including infrastructure development, which is important. You know, best ways to build roads. When there's a catastrophe, what is the best way to send in support? What is the best way to help the people who are in a disaster-stricken area? Yeah. All of these things are things that you can do with space-based technology.
So, to break it down for the layman watching, it's like a camera in space staring into Cameroon.
A camera is one of the things you can put in space. It can be a camera, it can be other things. Because a camera will take pictures, but there are other detectors. For example, that will not be hindered by clouds, but that will still detect what is happening at the surface.
Okay, now there will be a presentation of the first space mission designed by a Cameroonian university. How will it happen? The university is the ICT. Tell us about this.
I would say, Patient, that 60 years ago, it was at the Rice University that the veteran President John Kennedy proclaimed that America is going to have somebody to land in the moon. Many people opposed him at that time. They're like, Mr. President, are you crazy? But it happened. So the university is an arena where there should be a lot of innovation. So the ICT University is committed to that, breaking new ground so that others can follow from the University of the ICT, from the example of the ICT University. That is why Dr. Ifriky is here to do this, so that we can believe in ourselves as Cameroonians to explore the heights through the university milieu. Though the ICT University is open to this, and Dr. Ifriky, an expert, is coming from South Africa.
Okay.
The ICT University brought him to South Africa to talk about this, to work on this, to train on this as a consultant, such that other Cameroonians can copy such an example that the ICT University is projecting.
Maybe precisely tell us about the presentation that's going to happen. So.
Okay. He's going to do it, run it through this week.
Okay.
You started yesterday.
Oh, it started.
Yes, yesterday. He started yesterday. He came into the country, I think, Saturday, just for the program.
Okay.
It started yesterday. We have about 30 big brains of the ICT University. Like I say, it's not like everybody. Yes, that's the reality about it. The brains of the university are into that program to be trained by Dr. Ifriky, and it is ongoing. So it's going to run from Monday, that is yesterday, to Friday.
Maybe Dr. Ifriky will tell us exactly what he's going to do, or what he's already doing.
We started off with acquiring practical skills on mission design.
Okay.
Then the ICT University civilian space mission by students is designed as well. And we're going to design this mission, and we're going to show this design on Friday.
Okay.
So basically, what is I think I'm under the impression that just saying a mission is a little ambiguous. Coming back to what we were saying before, the design of this piece of technology that is going to go out to space to do something useful, and that's something useful I don't want to give too much now, right? And the design of the entire journey and the entire process by which it's going to perform its job.
Is it only for ICTU students, or is it open to the public to come discover more about this?
For now, Dr. Ifriky is committed to train the ICT University, because these are our students.
Okay.
And we know their capacities. So he's there to train them. Like, it was not a kind of random selection, but the best brains of the university were brought into this program to train for 1 week. And then after that, it is left to Dr. Ifriky to see whether it can be open and when it is going to be open for other universities.
Okay, well, thank you very much, gentlemen, for passing by. Hopefully, if you want some more information on this, you can always go to the website, ICT University. And Dr. Ifriky, hope you enjoy Cameroon beyond why you're here.
It's home.
Yes.
What can I say?
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you so much for coming, gentlemen.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm just going to do a quick switch. I think it's time for Grammar Police. Yes, the producer Antilia is signaling that it's time for Grammar Police, where we try to polish our English language. And today we are... why is Dr. Ifriky laughing? I'm going to ask him this question just because he laughed. What do you think the idiomatic expression writing on the wall means? Writing on the wall. What does that idiomatic expression mean?
Isn't it similar to the elephant in the room?
The obvious.
Yeah.
Exactly, he got it right, but then the linguist Alain Besum will give us the right correction in case we got it wrong here. Time for Grammar Police.